It is not for nothing that I spoke of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms in clip number 16. And the mistake there is in the first sentence when we juxtapose supremacy of God and rule of law. It's something pretty important, though. It's not just about saying, God save the Queen. Because still, you're not telling me we're led by religious there. When the Charter says supremacy of God, it's really a total mistake. So I just want to say how much it is important. Who will decide what God wants? Religious people? But what do theocracies advocate in terms of relationship between people in the world? Choose any theocracy, whatever. Let's ask ourselves what is advocated there as relationship between people. Quite often, it is written that the woman cannot refuse. But refuse what? Mandatory penetration? This is precisely what we do no longer want any part of. Manufacturing in youth's minds that penetration is systematic. Yet bodies are not made for that. Posters are totally uncomfortable. So that the other orifices in all ignorance become an alternative, and there the atrocious pains and incontinence. These are the consequences. Ecological love, so easy, and it doesn't subject anyone to any punishment. Everything is done smoothly, and only what is decided by the people themselves concerned. This is ecological love. It's very different from what's proposed by theocracies. That's why the mistake in the Canadian Charter must be corrected as quickly as possible. Notice to lawyers and constitutionalists, to lobby groups, and to people in positions of authority. In this crucial file, it is absolutely necessary to return to the maintenance of human respect. In our democratic society, we certainly do not want the government accepts that religious impose their laws in Canada. It's a death sentence. Totally. No one in Canada has interest in that the law of religions be enforced in the country. Our country is freedom. The freedom to love. Freedom to reproduce or not. The freedom to love as we wish. Without necessarily always the gestures of reproduction. But reproduction rather organic, felt. Let's see that everything on the planet plays around this issue of reproduction. In our democracy, it's us who decide. But in theocracy, it's the religious. And that we don't want. Not at all.